We have with us today an award-winning entrepreneur who's going to share the magic of a glass of Google juice. Please welcome Fiona.
Thank you. It's a long time since I started off in business, but one of the things that I'll never forget is how lonely it is. Sitting there in the office by yourself, hoping that the phone will ring, but it not ringing because nobody knows about you. You know how great you are. You've got all the confidence. This weekend has been fantastic. And the reason why it's worked is because we've been able to support each other. We've got a network of people around us. We've got Susan and Jackie and Billy and Richard and Sue, Billy and Stephen, all helping each other out, wanting us to succeed. But back in the real world, it's not like that. We're all going to disappear in an hour or so. And we're going to need to have some energy and some belief in ourselves. What I'd like to talk to you about or share with you is something that I call Google Juice. Has anyone heard of this? The official word for it is search engine optimization. But I kind of figure that my phrase of Google Juice works better. What do you think? Yeah. More catchy. So what's this Google Juice all about? Well, it's about getting found out on the World Wide Web. There are other search engines. There are Ask, MSN, Yahoo. But hey, Google kicks ass. So just don't bother with the rest. So how do you get this Google Juice? What's it all about? Well, there's no mystery. What you need to be able to do is figure out, you ready for this? Sure? Yes. Sure you want this glass of Google Juice? Yes. All you got to do is figure out what your customers type in to Google to find people like you. Do you think you can do that? So all you've got to do is put yourself in your customer's shoes. So for example, Sue. Sue publishes books. She doesn't just publish any old book. She publishes great books. She's not just an average publisher. She's a fantastic publisher. And do you know why? Why she's fantastic is because she doesn't offer a one-size-fits-all. She figures out what her customers want. She spends time finding out what they want, and then she gives them an appropriate solution. All Sue's got to do to get the magic glass of Google Juice, when everyone would come swarming to her website, is figure out what they're going to type in to find a great publisher like Sue. So Richard, what would you type into Google if you were looking to get a book published on rugby?
Book publishers.
Book publishers? What else? Jackie?
Book publishers for personal development.
Book publishers for personal development. Billy?
Publishers for gardens, creating gardens.
What you actually probably write in is something like, I want to write a book, or I want to be an author. You probably won't think about, I want to get published. So the people typing into Google to find Sue will be, I want to write a book. Now, all Sue's got to do, once she understands what her customers are writing into Google, is she's got to make sure she's got that splattered everywhere on her website. How does Google figure out who to put at the top of their search lists? Does anyone know?
Frequency of the phrase used in that website.
Yeah? Anything else? Number of times the website's visited, so the frequency that those keywords are used on the website, number of times the website's visited. What else? Links, which is the number of times the website's visited. Well, it's really interesting, Sue, because the truth is nobody knows. Google don't know how they do it. No one person in Google knows how to do it. It's split across the company, so no one person knows. And to make it more complex, They change it constantly. So different things that you do affect your ranking. But what we do know, as Stephen said, is the two things that do work is the frequency it's used on your pages and the number of clicks that you get. So if you could figure out those two things, you would have the magic glass of Google juice. How do we get the frequency of words across the website? Well, this is really complicated. So I think you need to all take your pads out, get your calculators out, get your computers out, and write this down. Are you ready for this? Einstein's formula for Google juice. What you have to do to get your keywords splattered all over your website is type it in. If I want to write a book, Sue's keywords, her website should be called iwanttowriteabook.com. The first banner on her website should be, I want to write a book. And her first title will be, I want to write a book. And to get click-throughs to her website, all she's got to do is write articles on, I want to write a book. So she needs to write articles that reference those keywords, I want to write a book, throughout her article, and then publish her article everywhere and anywhere that she can. There's lots of websites where you can just upload your article to have it published. Lots of friends, family, acquaintances, networking, where you can publish your article on their site too. And then as they're reading Sue's article, most of us at some point want to write a book. So as I'm reading Sue's article, I then click through to her website, giving her Google juice. So what I've shared with you is the ultimate secret in the closet of how to not be lonely and drive customers and traffic to finding you. So if you want this magic juice, what I would like you to commit to is that you'll go out and find out what keywords your customers are using. How does that sound? Thank you.